Yeah, yeah. Forged through faith. Yeah. Came out the fire, still standing. Saved by grace, yeah, I move different now. Devil took a shot, Christ shut it down. Cross on my chest, word on the dash. True go in, demons moving fast from the dirt to the light. He turned me around, blood paid it all. Now heaven bound, kingdom up, yeah, we holding it down. Big faith walk when the beat slowed down. Hey.
Welcome back, ladies and bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
No, we're Cowboys. We're a Cowboy squad.
The Bears.
Tony Romo's my quarterback.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Welcome back. This is episode 8, where we skibbity pap a bald man.
Skibbity pap, the bald man.
I'm going to put my hat back on.
Yeah. Well, no, it's awfully shiny and the lights are dim.
Ambiance lighting. It's good.
We have with us today Mr. Devin Dowdy.
Hello, everyone.
Devin is running for school board seat 4.
Correct.
Is it place 4?
Place 4.
Place 4. I don't know all the lingo.
Yeah. There's a seat, but yes, place 4.
There's a
You
seat.
actually have a seat to sit in?
There is a seat to
cool.
sit in.
He's new. They're going to make him stand in the back. And be like, I have an objection. You're not allowed to talk yet, Junior.
You do not have
Whoa. Whoa, is Riley would say. How's your week been?
Mine?
Sure.
How has my week been? Okay.
Okay. Man, I've been super busy. I've been so busy. Every night I've been going to bed at like midnight because I have something to do. How's your week been?
Me? Oh, it's my turn.
Just normal?
Sweet. Yeah. Same stuff, different week, I guess.
Okay.
Dealing with a pregnant wife and a crazy puppy.
We'll pray for you.
I guess that's the way mine went too, yeah.
Pregnant wife?
No.
Oh. See?
No. Twice now you've gotten your hopes up.
Yeah, don't put that evil on me. No, I'm going to. More kids, more fun.
No, I guess that's how my week went though too. It's just same week, different day. Or whatever.
Same stuff, different week.
Yeah, that one. What you said that time.
PG version.
Yeah, same, but different.
Same, but different.
Mr. Devin, how's your week?
It's been good. Busy between on the campaign trail and kids sports.
Yeah.
Been good. Yeah. We're in that time of our life right now where we're lucky to get one night that
Yeah.
between soccer games, soccer practice, film watching, baseball. My son had a soccer game at 7:55 the other night. They didn't get home until 10:30, and that was Monday.
What?
And you're like, man, I got to get these creatures up the next morning.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Put him to bed, and I said, look, you are going to wake up in the morning.
Hate it.
I will pour your cookie crisp right now. It's going to be ready.
Yeah, that's right. You just drag them out of bed, down the stairs, thump, 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 thump.
Yes, but it's been good. Very good. Very good.
Kissing hands, shaking babies, all that.
Yes.
Get that baby away from me.
All right. Tell us about yourself.
So I want to start off with a couple podcast questions. I wondered if I needed to measure the circumference of my cranium to be here, see where I rank.
Probably a healthy third. Healthy third.
I know I'm always going to be in dead last.
I'm number one. We all know that.
And we got Bobblehead and Goomba, and then me and you right in the middle, comfortably.
Where I'm here. And can
my shoulders that broad?
No, your head's that small.
Goomba. Is that the old like Play-Doh cartoon thing? What is
No,
Goomba?
that's
Gumby.
Oh,
no,
Gumby. Okay.
You're talking about off of the Super Mario Brothers movie.
The live action movie they did. When they's in the elevator and all those Goombas come in. And
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
What was your other question?
Can I get Nick saying "get out of the way" as a text message noise? Ooh. That would be. You can,
Honestly, I think probably
that would be.
it's
I would like that.
it's saved on here.
Aren't there apps that we could
Get out of the way.
Aren't there apps you can upload your own sound to do that with?
Well, I mean, he's got an iPhone, so he's pretty boxed in.
How'd you make that? You made that with the editing software, right?
Did the Bobblehead Brian one at the same time?
And the DPG.
Yeah. We need to make another one. What's your catchphrase?
What's your
My
catchphrase?
catchphrase. Dowdy 4 plays 4.
Dowdy 4 plays 4.
Doherty 4-4?
Dowdy 4-4?
Yeah.
Now everyone's going to equate it to a gun. Be like, oh, this guy in schools, I don't think, no.
See, they probably wouldn't have if you didn't say something. Now I look like the idiot, which is not hard because my brain ain't that big. Anyway,
It's very smooth.
there's no wrinkles.
It's just a smooth brain. All right, so
Looks like a flatworm.
we're going to get serious now. It's serious music time. Serious time. And we're gonna ask Devin some questions.
Welcome back to the Forge Through Faith game show.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a good game show?
So tell us about yourself. Let's go back to that question.
Okay, so my name is Devin Dowdy. I also go to this church. I'm a deacon of facilities here. Been coming to this church for, I think, 6 years. 6 years now. And my wife is the children's director for this church. I think she's been in that position for 2 years. I don't know. I'm not great with dates.
I think it's been 2.
Yeah, I think it's been 2 years. Yeah. So
Seems about right.
yeah.
That's about how long we've been coming, and she's been there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so just lots of love for this church, lots of love for this building, for this house, and kind of rolling back to the school board thing. I kind of, I think I said it in one of my last posts, but I had the idea of running for the school board probably 10 years ago, and I thought, man, that'd be cool because I, along with some of us, graduated from community.
Yeah. 2005.
Yeah, 2004.
2005.
You were 2004. I was thinking you were 2004.
Yep, 04. So
I was right. Memory still good.
like a steel trap.
Brain smooth, memory good.
My brain big. But no, I had the idea and I thought that would be cool, but really and truly at the time, 10 years ago, that I don't believe that I would have been able to do it. I don't think I'd have been able to put the time into it. And so it's all that, that phrase, you live life forward, but you understand it backwards.
Yeah.
So now my job career has changed, and it's just when this opportunity came up, it's almost like that fire was smoldering. It was smoldering. And then when this opportunity came up, it lit so fast. And I thought it just reminded me, it rushed my brain from all those things that I've always felt like I wanted to do, so, and me having 2 kids in the district,
Yeah.
2nd and 6th grade, I thought this would be the perfect time really to get in there and make a difference and just attempt to try to make a difference for my kids and so many other kids. So Community ISD is over 5,700 enrolled now. It's
and exploding.
It's a far cry from where we were. So when I graduated 04, Community ISD had less than 1,400 students.
Yeah.
And now we're over 5,700 enrolled. There's a lot.
Our graduating class was only 93 people. 93.
What is it now?
Who knows?
500?
It's probably
gotta
up there.
It's got to be close. Yeah, it's got to be close.
I graduated with like 300 people in Louisiana.
Ooh, big guy over here.
Yeah. That's right, son.
Well,
Don't mess with me.
Mr. City.
The biggest school in Monroe, Louisiana.
It was also the only high school, so
Yeah.
everybody went there. But it's a big facility, so
It's like we got one school, 42 parishes go to it.
Pretty much.
Aha!
Hey, you remember they're called parishes. Good for you.
Smooth brain, good memory.
No, but just that's I'm looking forward to it. I try to calm myself because I feel like I get so excited. I really do. I feel like there's so many nights I lay awake not being able to sleep because I'm so excited about the opportunity to be able to do this really and truly. Like I know that if God wants me there, he'll put me there.
Oh yeah.
I know if he wants me there, he'll put me there. And me just trying to,
If he's going to put you there, he's going to use you there.
100%. I so look forward to it, man. I so look forward to it. It's killing me because I'm so ready, But voting April 20th through the 28th is early voting, and May 2nd is the election day. So it can't come fast enough.
Oh, it's going to come very fast.
Before you know it, it'll be here.
And I got the opportunity. So we're going on a mission trip to Peru. My wife, and 11 others, so 13 of us total. And early voting starts while we're there, while we're down in Peru.
Okay. What day do y'all get back? Don't know.
My wife.
You have to ask my wife.
I just show up.
Well, I think we
Date and time.
get back before it's in my calendar, but I think it's going to be a good opportunity to, when voting starts, I'll try to do one of those little selfie videos or something. Say,
Yeah.
hey, everybody go vote. Oh, by the way, I'm on a mission trip in Peru.
Yeah.
You haven't seen me because I'm busy. I'm sorry, but I'll be back.
Yes.
Promise
Yeah.
though, when I get back, if I get elected, no more Peru.
No,
Unless it's a
look forward.
vacation, and we only politicians in Texas go on vacation when it snows, so not very often.
Or when there's
Don't we know?
No.
When there's a freeze.
No, so I think it'd be a good opportunity to
Tel
kind of
Aviv, Ted.
get what I got to do is stop getting our members to say they're going to vote for me at least twice. Like, we do not need to.
Wait, what?
Give them the old Irish ballot box.
I'm going to vote for him at least twice.
You can't do that, Ed. Come on.
Granddad voted.
Wait,
For him.
is this electronic voting?
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind then.
What is it at the school or is it at City Hall?
It's at every ballot location. So that
Okay.
at City Hall, so City of Levon, it'll be at the high school. It'll be, I believe, the City of Nevada. There's I'll definitely, I'm going to, that list will make it out on social media.
Yeah,
and
it definitely
there's gonna
needs
be a lot
to.
of people that'll get lists of where the poll locations and times.
Right. Is there anything people need to bring specifically to prove residence in the district?
Their driver's license.
Just driver's license, just the address.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Because you got to have the proof of residency, right?
Right.
So if you don't have your driver's license, I think you can bring up a water bill in your name.
Yeah,
but
something kind of
Water,
utility
electric,
bill.
anything like that.
how do you know they are who you are without a driver's license? I don't know.
You have to do both. So I ran into this back
You
in the
look like
day.
a Ted.
I ran into this back in the day because they were putting PO boxes
Oh, yeah.
for our mailing addresses, and I was buying a rifle, and then the guy was like, "It says Texas, but it doesn't have your address." I'm like, "If you swipe it, it actually reads the address," and he's like, "I'm not doing that." I'm like, "Okay." So I wasn't very far from the registration office, so I went and got a proof of residency and brought it back. But you can use a utility
Yeah.
bill.
And you can have a voter registration card too, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where mine is.
Me neither.
I just know I'm registered.
Yeah.
Ask my wife.
I get the thing saying, "Hey, you're going to register, and it makes me question it every time. And I'm like, dude, I've been registered since I was able to be registered.
You and I both went and got registered the same day.
Yeah, it's like, are you registered? Are you registered? I'm like, you're making me question whether I'm registered, and I just voted. Stop it. Do I need to register again? Did the law change?
Oh, man.
All right. So we got some questions to bust out here.
That you're going to have to answer.
Let's go for it.
All right, point the light at him, Josh. Boom. It's like, where's the Surefire? That's a laser. Put it down.
Not in the eyes.
Laser beams.
All right. So, question one: was there a specific moment or issue that pushed you to take action?
Oh, I just did a Riley click of the tongue.
That's fine.
He's good at catching.
So he
that
has a
line.
problem with the question.
Say that again. Is there a specific issue or
or moment that pushed you to be like, man, I need to make sure I represent my family and our interest and all these other kids' interests. Like, what's that moment or the issue?
I don't know. No, there's definitely. I don't feel like there's not an issue. I feel like the moment in time is when I understood the names that were coming up on the ballot this year were 3 individuals that no longer had kids in the district. So they're
kind of stepping away.
Their kids have gone through the district, and most of them have graduated college.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yes, and so the skin in the game, right? Yeah. I've got skin in the game. I've got kids that are walking those schools 4 days a week. So I thought, I need to get there. I need to get there so I can just correctly, to the best of my ability, try to disciple these children, right? And just try to
Leadership.
That's it. Have a. So I always say I feel like there's a lack of God-fearing men
Yeah.
in this world. There really is God-fearing men that follow the word, that make sure their family follow the word as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's, I feel like if I could go in there and spend 3-year election and turn one child
There you go.
into loving Jesus, it was 100% worth all of the sleepless nights, all of the extra hours. One child, one family.
If
I could
all
get
of
one
heaven
family.
rejoices, then yeah.
Yeah. If I get one family
Yeah.
to make a difference, man, that would be.
We know exactly how that feels. That's the whole reason we started
That's
this
why
thing.
we're-
Only reason why we're doing what
That's
we're
the
doing
goal.
here. Yeah.
We're just looking for that one person.
Just
And
one.
I will say, y'all have been doing great.
Oh, please.
Great. I have enjoyed this a
shucks.
lot. Stop it. No, I think y'all have.
Nick really likes compliments.
So good.
Keep giving them to him.
Stop.
Stop. Keep going. Oh, no. So, like, I even wrote down some stuff, some changes that have happened to me while listening to the podcast.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Oh man,
This is more than I was expecting. Me too. Let's hear it.
I highlight in my Bible now.
Hey.
Hey,
Take that, Josh.
I really do.
hey, I've started doing it too.
Do you dog your pages?
Yeah.
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 Wrinkle
I
them.
still don't highlight in the Bible.
Fold them in half and shut it. Just thinking about this guy.
Well, the only thing that changed my mind is that, like I said, this is not my Bible. So
I just
you go.
highlight them in my head.
Consider yourself highlighted.
That one's yellow.
That way, when you go back to it, you're like, I've definitely read that before.
did you just say? Did you just give it a color code in your head? That one's yellow.
What does yellow stand for?
I don't know.
Important.
It's random, actually. So
And that one's maroon. But it makes the letters hard to read. It's maroon.
This one is puce. Anyways,
Seafoam green. I'm sorry.
are we just gonna keep naming off colors?
Yeah, you started it.
The man's trying to compliment us.
And I dwell in the word more.
You do?
I do.
Wow.
I
good.
do. I really do.
That's cool.
I do. And just a piggyback on some of that, Nick, your testimony, man, that was so good. That was so good.
yeah,
It really was.
That,
Man.
I
that
was
was
talking-
laid on my heart for weeks.
Yeah.
That was hard to do.
So good.
I was talking to my mom about the podcast. She listens to it. And so after I gave mine, she's like, yeah, that was good. But she was like, yeah, Nick's, that was good. It was better. Not really. She didn't really say that to me. But no, she was like, her point of it, she made a point to say that, people giving their testimonies like that, helps strengthen other people's faiths. Mm-hmm. And I think I've told
agree.
you before, Nick, like knowing all the stuff you've gone through and that this has probably been a while. You may not remember me telling you this, but knowing all the stuff that you've gone through has strengthened my faith when you came back to God, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You have told me that. I remember it actually means a lot to me that you'll say that. That's
Anyways, so yeah.
it's fulfilling.
Yeah, Nick's testimony was good.
Very. They were all good. You know, and Brian, going back to, I believe you asked it, like, just say because you don't have that type of testimony, it doesn't make it less important.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
You know, it really doesn't. Like, but it was so good, so powerful, 100%. And so,
None of that was planned.
yeah.
Brian's wasn't planned, but when he gave his, and we're talking about, you know, even if it's not, you know, coming back from wherever,
Yeah.
but the way he talked about his parents and the way they held him up, it makes me want to be that kind of dad for my kids. It makes my wife want to be that kind of mom for her kids. And it gives me something to look at and be like, it is possible.
We don't have the plan.
That's right.
We do not have the
I
plan.
for sure don't have a plan.
I think you do.
If you'd have told me, I'll even say 4 years ago. If you'd have told me 4 years ago we'd be doing this and I'd be doing what I'm doing and all that stuff, I'd have said you're crazy. There's no way. Anyways, enough about me.
Well, let's circle back to the question.
Yeah, in 4 years, you'll be donkey breathing into the mic on that.
God!
But you'll have nice mic booms.
Nice mic booms, and it won't matter.
That's right.
But just the discipleship of children, right? So I take this opportunity to talk about my wife and I. We went to Heart of the Child in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. It was a discipleship conference, and man, it was good. It was so good, and just understanding that a school board member that asks more of the students, faculty, staff, I have to accept that for myself as well.
I agree.
Absolutely. I can't rest on my laurels, right? And so that's the
You
thing.
got to
It's-
gird your loins.
that, sure. Okay. So it's the definitely going away from do as I say, not as I do, right? So I want to do as well. So and I understand that getting this opportunity, if I get there, that I know I have to continue my education and the law. My gosh, you try to read some of that stuff. God, I'm like, who in the what AI system wrote this? My gosh.
You know, there's a famous saying. I don't know who said it. So, but anyways,
Oh, but it's real famous.
you know, Numbers is the killer of everybody's yearly reading plan. Their New Year's resolution to read through the Bible. Numbers. Yeah, you get there and everybody's like, nope.
Yes.
I'm done.
It's either that or the genealogies.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm going to attempt to pronounce 0 of these. Okay, moving on. We'll just glaze over that guy.
Well, for me, it was acacia wood. I've said this before on here.
Says it so many times.
Everything is made out of acacia wood. Just say wood, and I'm just going to go ahead and put acacia in front of it on my own because I can understand that that's what God wants it made out of.
Man, there's some significance there. Future episode, maybe.
We'll study about it.
The Ark? Acacia wood?
Everything. Everything was made out of acacia. If it was wood,
Isn't it
It's
also
acacia.
known as
it was
goat?
acacia wood.
Cubit? Cubit?
That's a unit of measurement.
Yes, it is.
What is that, like a hand and a half? Something like that?
I don't know. I got one, though.
We're not
I got
measuring
a cubit.
horses.
So I went to the Ark.
He got a cubit.
I got a cubit. I went to the Ark. In
Kentucky?
Whatever state it is. Yeah.
Is it Kentucky?
Yeah.
Sure.
Or Kansas.
That was awesome.
It starts with a K.
It's one of those.
Is it? I don't know. But it was awesome.
Was it?
But they sell little cubits.
Yeah.
Yeah, little cubit. It was cool. It's cool. I got one. Yeah, it's
How many
at home.
What is
how
it?
many cubits tall are you?
How many cubits tall?
Did you measure yourself?
I think a cubit's like 1 foot 4 inches.
Okay.
1
So
foot
you
4
got
inches?
when you say you got a cubit, what is it like made out
So
of?
it's like it almost looks like a back scratcher.
It's got little hands on the end.
It's got a little hand on the end of it, and it's
It's
a
dual
cubit long.
purpose. No one knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did.
We don't know the plan.
Yeah,
I might be building a boat in the desert, but I got a back scratcher.
that tells me how long it got to be.
Dad, how long is this? 12 and a half back scratchers.
back scratcher.
I think I answered that question.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
okay.
No, you did. You did.
Who knows, man? That's what happens with our shows.
There's lots of rabbits in this
Yes,
show.
we forget.
Squirrel.
So, all right, our next question is, how has your faith in Christ shaped your decision to run?
Oh yeah. That's it, just the burning for discipling not only my children, but the opportunity to potentially disciple a lot more. Right? God calls you.
To the mission field.
That's right. Yeah, in Peru, gonna be there.
But also here with our own
You
children.
ain't lying. You ain't lying.
And the other school board members too, possibly.
For sure. 100%. Yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
Everybody.
They should come.
Is it be the light?
That's right. And that's it. That's the idea, right? If I go and if I make it there, I hope that my actions spur something in someone, right? And say, you know what, that's a great way to look at that. And I mean, and maybe me inviting them every week would work too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
Just
been?
pass through them. Be like, hey, you want to get a coffee after this and then maybe come to church?
Just use part of your minutes.
You want a spring flesh fire?
I wanted to bring up something that you said earlier and just say that I think it's good that when you said that you have skin in the game, right? You have your kids that are in the school system. And for the other three, people, if you don't have skin in the game, politicians quit being politicians, right? So I firmly believe that we have some insufferable ones that are in like Congress and stuff that don't have any children, not married, and so
Their skin is
shouldn't
just
be.
power.
For sure.
yes, that's all it is. So yeah,
And to piggyback on that real quick, the three that are leaving, I think our community is getting to a point now where there's going to be more people run, right? So there is a candidate that's on the ballot this year. This is her third or fourth
Oh, wow.
run. But this is her first time running opposed.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So that's the problem. So if you have somebody that's on the board and election time comes up, you've got a certain amount of time to get your packet in, right? To get your packet in to know that you're going to be on the ballot. And if nobody puts in their packet,
You're just unopposed?
they could, if they even want to run, but if they feel that, man, I don't want to walk away from this and not have anybody take my spot, right? And that was that way for a couple of years. Now there's a big opportunity there for an existing board member to get out and go. Obviously, hopefully, they're talking to people, and maybe they can find somebody.
somebody,
Yeah, that's it. Recruitment of somebody and say, hey, man, what do you think about this? But when I meet with parents right now, a lot of them don't know what a school board even does. You
True.
know, I take it back. Some of them don't even know what a school board does, right?
Take us through that real quick. What does a school board member
So
do?
a school board, it's governance. You got governance and you have operations. So governance is the board and operations is the school. And there's one person that jumps between the two. That's the superintendent.
Right.
So the superintendent is over operations, and she is the part of the team of 8, as community calls them, the 7 elected board members and the superintendent. So the superintendent jumps back and forth, and so the school board takes care of things that come down from the state, right? So, for example, cell phones. So
Yeah.
the middle schools took away cell phones, right? And so every school they were given the task to get the phones away, right? And take the phones away from the kids however they deemed fit, right? So some kids didn't get their phones taken away because they have a glucose monitor or whatever on their arm, whatever, they can have their phones. But some districts did. There's like a basket method, right? So as soon as you step into the classroom, you put your phone in a basket inside the door. Other school districts did this bag.
Does
right?
the basket make that noise when you put your phone in
I think
it?
it should.
It should actually, yeah.
I think it should. But they had a
The
bag.
kids would love it.
You know those sweatshirts you buy that have that magnetic thing on there? So if you steal it, like
Oh, yeah. The RF tag.
Yeah, so they put their phones in a bag. These were obviously probably small districts. They open that bag, they put your phone in the bag, and they close that deal, and they have the magnetic opener when they leave the school.
Oh.
Right? So Community ISD decided to just tell the kids, turn them off.
Yeah.
OFF off, not silent, OFF off.
Yeah.
So,
That's what our school does too.
Yeah.
If we see them, we take them.
yeah.
But it's across all ages.
So a school board, I wish I'd have wrote it down, but there's a really good video on YouTube by TABS, TABS. That's the Texas board. I'm not good at acronyms, but it's the school board is the bridge between the voters and the district, right? So the school board is governance.
Right.
So they had a board academy that was really good. They showed us that video, and it's a YouTube video, and it's about a little girl saying her grandpa was on the board, and they explained it really well for a kid-sized brain like me. I was like, that's so nice.
Hey, I finally understand.
I get it. But it's just the school board gives the school a destination. They don't tell them how to get there, and they just make sure they have the funds in
Right.
line and in order to make it to that
This is
destination.
our goal. It's your job to facilitate it.
Correct. Let the teachers and the superintendent do what they do best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Do what they do best.
Without being wasteful.
Please don't be wasteful.
Like, unlike all other forms of government, people think schools spend way too much money, but in the grand scheme of things, like I've seen the difference it makes. It's huge. And yeah, you're like, what? Do we really need a new building? Would you rather them be lined up in portables like popsicle sticks?
Like when we were in
It's
high
terrible.
school.
Like, yeah, they brought in 10 more teachers. That's because we needed them. Classroom sizes need to go down, you know? Like,
Yeah,
this stuff matters. This
ratios,
kind of
yeah.
stuff that goes across the board.
And the thing we have to remember is our community is growing exponentially. We all see that. We know this, but you have to understand the tax dollars for that house takes about 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, because if you buy the property, you build a house, you're living in that house, and the first year it's just your taxes are just land.
Yeah.
And then the second year, they tax your land and your property. Meanwhile, that kid has been in the district for 2 years, right? They've been
Using
in the grade
funds.
for 2 years, right? And then they don't have those funds yet. So that's it,
That's the problem with a growing
correct.
growing
fast.
town.
Correct. Yes.
Is that where you get an influx of children? But like you said, for that first year, let's just say you get an extra for one grade, you get 15 extra kids. It's 15 kids for a one whole year that there are no real funds there to take care of.
correct?
All right. I don't work for a community. I work for a different school district, but we're on the fringe of growth, like the beginnings of what community
It's gonna
was
be
having.
there next.
This is the fastest growing county in the nation.
Collin County.
Collin County.
Collin County. And I believe I do believe this area has been the biggest hotbed of movement. And it has been for years. But and now that Nevada and Lavon and Coville, everything's getting built out. And it's nowhere near finished. But they had estimations originally, and they were way off because it's unprecedented growth. They've never seen growth like
Well,
this.
it's like the high school is 2 years old now?
Yeah.
And when it was built, it was too small.
Before they broke ground, they had more
Yeah.
students than they could hold. Like they went out, they did all the research, they had all the estimations done, and they completely blew them away. Like it was unprepared.
Can I expand
Not from
on that?
lack of trying.
Can I expand
Well,
on
no,
that?
it's just when it's growing that fast. Just like if you talk to anybody who's in like the intelligence community, when it's growing as fast as it is, yesterday's information is old.
Yes.
You need today's info, but it's hard to do that when it comes to a multi-million-dollar building project.
Well, so to get the funds, you have to go for a bond.
Yeah,
Right. That
Mm-hmm. takes
You
time.
don't have to. Yes, the bond, but according to the state of Texas, when you go for that bond, you cannot get a big enough bond for what your projections show in 10 years. Because if you were able to do that, we could be in trouble right now because housing was booming insane when when
be
interest
so-
rates were low.
We'd be so in the red.
Exactly, when interest rates were low, and everything has slowed down because the interest rates has gone up. So I drive around Elevon all the time, and there is a lot of empty lots.
Yeah.
That someday we'll have houses there.
And
But
there's
right
a
now-
ton of houses already.
There is.
And people in Elevon, I can hear that transfer station or whatever it is back there squealing from time to time.
Chilly night.
Man. Man. I remember I came downstairs one day and Jesse goes, "What is that sound?" And I'm going around, I'm checking the house, and then I was like, hold on, that might be outside. I open the back door, and the farm backs up to Elevon. Like all that used to be empty.
Yeah.
We used to go down there and shoot.
Yeah, we did.
And you could shoot long range back there, and because there's no people whatsoever. Now you can't do any of that. But I walk out
Well, you
the front
could.
door, and I'm like, you can hear that. Whee! I'm like, oh my god, it's that transfer station or whatever that is back there.
He's churning.
Oh man, churning something.
Sod buster.
I think they finally got it fixed, but boy, it was driving me insane there for like 2 weeks. You could probably hear from your house, honestly.
I don't know.
Just agree.
Yeah, I could hear it like it was in my backyard.
I think I've spent way too long on that one question.
Nah,
Another squirrel. It branches off.
no such thing.
All right. So let's dig a little deeper on the kids. Yeah. You mentioned that pointing to God is the solution for the younger generation. As a board member in a public district, how do you plan to support and advocate for the students and families, both who come from this faith or from other faiths or no faith at all, while staying true to your conviction?
So I think we got to remember when Jesus was eating with the tax collectors,
Yeah.
right? So I have to understand, and all of us have to understand that is God's creation. No, that's God's creation.
Everybody
God,
matters.
God knitted them in the womb, right?
right.
So, and the more we can get to a point where if my opinion doesn't match with yours, that doesn't mean mine's right and yours is wrong, or yours is right and mine is wrong.
Right.
God individually made us in his image differently, right? And so that's the whole, like the definition of diversity. People from different backgrounds, different walks of life, different education. You can even go far as different ethnicities, and just seeing life through two different eyes, right? It's so, as soon as the world can embrace that and just come together, right? And in the love of Jesus Christ, I think we'll all be better off, right?
It would be fantastic.
Would be.
And they need to start by listening to the podcast.
That's right.
You hear that, folks? Tell your friends to listen to the podcast.
And read your Bible.
Read your dead-gum Bibles for crying out loud.
Okay, so with people that are even from different faith backgrounds, Like we talk about the mission field and wanting to get out there, and hey, we'd love it if you have a relationship with God, but that doesn't mean, like, even if you don't, they still matter.
Absolutely.
Every child needs the best education that we
Absolutely.
can possibly give them. No one needs to go hungry. I think a lot of school districts around here do a good job. I don't know all the ins and outs of community, but I know our district goes, our superintendent's phrase is, it's for the kids. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
That's a good phrase to have.
Dude, he's amazing. And it's crazy because like something will come up and it's like, hey, we need to figure out how to do all of this. Like, you know, there's all these kids without food. What do you do? Like, how do you handle the lunchroom? And his response is, it's the kids, for feed them. It doesn't matter. We will find the money somewhere. And he goes to someone like the school board, and when you have good faith school board members on hand, like-minded, and you know, it's not something, you know, that's selfish, like, oh, I only care about this one thing, I only care because my kid plays football. No, when you have true leadership there, it's they follow that same code of, it's for the kids, we're going to make it happen.
That's right.
Like, they're going to eat. There are programs out in the districts right now where kids are sent home with groceries on weekends.
Really?
Like, yeah, like,
good.
and nobody knows about these things, but you can donate anywhere in the local areas. You can donate money, food, time, whatever you can do, and it goes out to people in the community. And like, this is something we're called to do.
Yep.
Well, yeah, especially for children.
Yeah, but it's not just food for the kids. Like, it's food for the families.
Yeah, so you can feed the family too.
But it's like, hey, we're going to put together a big meal that you can make at home. It's not difficult. It doesn't require all these crazy tools, but it's going to feed you. Right?
They're like spaghetti,
Yeah.
some beef, some tomato sauce, and some noodles. But your family's going to eat.
Bro, you make 3 pounds of spaghetti, you can eat on that for a week.
Yes.
Unless my boys come around,
Yeah.
it's day and a half.
Stay in every bowl in the house.
Or if it was
Every
like
bowl.
if it was like you and I back when we were in high school.
And we're putting it down.
Yeah.
Spaghetti is like, okay, so it might be a struggle meal to some, but it's a staple for the others. You know, it's like our family struggle meal growing up was always hamburger helper. And my sister's like, if you bring chili mac around me, I will attack you. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of agree, but bring the spaghetti. The spaghetti always has a home for me. That and chicken enchiladas.
I'm hungry.
But to go on that, like what you were saying is your North Star has to be the kids.
Well, yeah.
So when you get people that their North Star is not the kids, then they're not in it for the right reasons.
Right.
That
Well,
has to be
In my
it.
brain, though, like if you're on a school board and you're not in it for the kids, I can't imagine why you would even be there other than trying to make a name for yourself to move up to a different type of political office.
Yeah.
In which case,
Get out of the way. I mean, get out of the way. Yes. We're going to make another one that says, get out of the office.
So that's they're in that board academy. They're and I'm so thankful for the board that was there. But there was a board member that got up and talked. He said, "I got on the school board because I didn't like a principal. But once you understand, that is not at all what a school board does.
Yeah.
That's operations. You've got to divide it in two, right? So and I'm thankful for him. He was vulnerable and said, I thought that was what I was going to do. But then when I got on here, I realized that is absolutely not what we do. So that's
you're not in charge of the hiring or firing.
you're not. Yeah.
What kills me. It's like, sir, you can't park. I'll show you. I'll get on the school board.
Yes.
Yeah, your job's mine. Come on.
So the school board is in charge of hiring and evaluating the superintendent. That is it.
Right.
That is it.
They approve raises amongst teachers and stuff like that.
Correct. And that's something, I'm glad you brought that up, but like that's something I'd stand firm on. I want to spend today's dollars on today's kids and teachers.
Yes.
Like I don't want to sock away money for a rainy day when our kids and our teachers now can use it now.
Well, the thing is you get the same, like, not the same amount, but you get money every year. It's not like it's going to go away.
Yeah.
Now, I understand the whole, if you don't spend it all, they won't give it to you, or I understand all that stuff, but
Yeah, you were in the military.
it was really fun when they were like, hey, we got a lot of ammo laying around and we got to get rid of it so they'll give us more next year. I'm like, okay.
We just spent $50,000 on a toilet seat.
Twist my
Did
arm.
you? Did you?
Why does a hammer cost $500?
All right, so a point of contention for me is Little League sports. Okay, and this is not going to take it the direction you think it is. So there's a lot of districts around that don't invest in the lower grade sports, like pre-7th grade or so, right?
Yep.
Little League sports are incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
It's only made worse when the facility that is built for those students costs extra money to then rent it out, right? Like that kills me. No, you can't go on the field and practice with your team. No, if you want to play baseball, you have to pay the money to rent. Like, they've already paid for it.
With tax dollars,
Taxpayers have already paid for it. And I get we want to keep things nice. But I think it compounds into this thing where Little League sports becomes so expensive that it prices too many families out of it.
I can see that for sure.
And like I coached my son's basketball teams and everything else back when we were at community. And there's a lot of kids, and it was like, hey, man, why didn't you play basketball? Like, and the kid's like, man, I eat, breathe, watch basketball. That's all that basketball. Like, he's dribbling his basketball while he's dribbling his basketball. I'm like, why aren't you playing sports? And he's like, we just can't afford it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that hits home. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that would honestly be good for healthy for a community.
Well, you're in Farmersville. You've seen the uniforms and stuff that they get too, right? And some of them are a little ridiculous.
I think in some cases those that have kind of overreach, like with the design and stuff like that, and I get that's expensive, but like from the school district side, the opportunity for them to even get on the field or get involved when you're paying.
Well, that's why you have to pay the extra money though, is for the uniforms and stuff like that.
But if I need the gym for an hour and it's $30 an hour, and we can only practice once a week, because if we want to do more than that, we have to move prices up. Like, what I'm saying is, like, work with us a little bit. Like,
That's a good idea. Scholarships and youth sports.
yeah, like that'd be cool.
I didn't realize they charge you rent to go practice.
Yeah, you have to get the time slots. So there is an organization there. Someone has to be there, so they have to pay someone from staff to be there to open it, to police the facilities. Usually a custodian or someone to kind of police the trash, and it is a problem trying to get everyone to respect everything. But at some point, you just kind of got to rip the Band-Aid off and trust the community. And once the community is more involved and they more appreciate what you're doing, I think they do. Terrell did an experiment with it, and yeah, there was some trash made. There were some things that got broken from use, but the entire community in the school really benefited from that. And over at our current district, they do that now too. They built pickleball courts, and they're like, well, are we going to have a pickleball team? And it's like, no. But the space was so small that we couldn't use it for anything else. And it's the price of it was really, really cheap, because it was going to be part of it anyway. They were going to pour the concrete anyways. So let's go ahead and paint it and make it a pickleball court and let the community have it.
Yeah.
And they do that, and people love it. It's really cool. And you know what you don't find out there is a ton of trash everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they take care of it
Were you able to be sponsored?
in pickleball.
No, like in basketball.
That I don't know.
That's something I think there are some districts that allow the
could,
youth
like,
sports to be sponsored by a local business.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. feel
Some
like I've
do
seen
do
that in a long
that.
time.
I don't see that a lot. At least I didn't back then.
I know Fuel City does that.
Yeah.
There's some little league teams that will.
It's a great way to reach out in your community too. Like let
Yeah,
local
I
businesses
feel like
put
most
in.
of that's. And we're probably getting off on a side tangent here, but I feel like most of for youth sports, mostly that's like your travel teams and stuff that get sponsored from local businesses.
Yeah. We can get our name out there more than just going to the same court every week.
I know Cattle Mills allows their youth sports to be sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it helps bring costs down.
Whooped our tails in basketball this year. Man, they're good.
They were
got it
their
good.
girls team was pretty good too. Their second, third grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any
won.
little kids in little kid sports right
Yeah.
now. So
I don't either, so I am at a loss for all of this.
Just wait.
yeah, it's
Just
coming.
wait.
Yeah. You're going to start soccer soon. She's right there in that age. Good hand-eye coordination builder.
Carrie has already said no to soccer because she said she can't stand to watch it.
It's actually it's different when it's kids, man.
Watching her baby though.
Yeah. Go play softball
I don't
and just
think-
watch the chaos unfold.
I don't think y'all realize the
Like T-ball.
Butterflies.
the hard-headedness of my wife.
You know this is recorded, right?
Yep,
Okay.
I love my wife, but she's an oak.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, bow dart. Tear up every chainsaw. Hits it. All right.
I don't feel like I've gone on too many tangents.
If you do, it's fine.
I feel like this is a solid platform. Like, okay, here's another one for you. Teacher retention.
Oh yeah.
Being a good steward with tax dollars and people, not just buildings.
Yeah.
What's that look like?
Man, oh man. So one of the most undervalued assets of this district is our teachers. 100%. And so when I talk about teacher retention, I'll touch on it again. Today's dollars for today's teachers and students, right? So if there is a teacher allotment raise, I ain't even got to say it. I'm for it.
Do it.
I'm for it. And so there's having a strong curriculum for the teachers to teach the kids, assuming they've got some backing behind them, and really focusing on the teacher retention in saying that I don't want to get on the board to wipe everybody out. That's not my intention.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So am I saying when I get on there, everybody's safe? Absolutely not. Am I saying that I'm going to look at board agendas, board items, and just items that come down the pike objectively as an individual? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's like being ready to make the hard decisions, right? Is something you have to do.
Well, yeah.
So and that's it. The North Star is the kids. If it's good for the kids, that's what your focus has to be.
Pro-con list.
And that includes accountability.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
we're called, as Christians, we're called to call ourselves to accountability, one another to accountability. It's very important. And I think it is something that today's society is severely lacking in.
Yeah.
And that's why things have just
That's a good question. So, like, going on the accountability side, our society lacks it, especially our politicians, right? If they mess up, they never apologize, right?
Or they never admit they mess up.
Yeah, well, that's true. It's like, no, I don't know. I meant to do that. This is more gaslighting. Just anyways,
well, actually,
don't get me started. This will get me.
If you think about it, it was supposed to happen that way.
So, yeah, I mean, you're human, right? You might mess up. So, will you take accountability for something that you accidentally you do wrong? You get wrong.
Absolutely. And I think there's a lesson in that for the kids, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? I'm not perfect. Mm-hmm. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. None of us are. There was one man that was perfect.
That's right.
Rolled a stone 3 days later. That's it. It's coming up.
You know what?
It is coming up.
I learned that lesson from a dad perspective way too late. And while I regret not picking it up sooner, but I was sitting out at the picnic table with my dad one day, and this was years ago before he passed away, but he'd had an argument with my stepmom, and, I've heard it 1,000 times, they have their little spat and then, they make up. But he's sitting there and we're talking and he just stops and just kind of looks at me and he goes, I messed up. He goes, that woman means the world to me. I'll be back. Mm-hmm. And he got up and he walked away and he went and he was a man.
Yep.
That's what family leadership looks like. Yep. And it blew me away because I sat there and I was like, do I do that? Mm-hmm. Do I do that? Like it caused that introspection and I'm like, okay. So it stuck with me ever since then. And I'm like, that's a lesson, I guess sometimes learned hard.
That's good.
It is, know when you're accountable and don't be scared. Like have the courage to step out there and say something.
For sure. And I feel like me, the type of person I'm, if I made a wrong decision, like I would almost want to be more forward with it and say, this is why I made this decision on to the best of my ability. And it wasn't right. And I think there is a good lesson to learn in that we are not perfect.
There's a huge lesson.
Yeah, we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. Failing forward.
One of the things I never thought I would do after having kids now is like my oldest daughter will do something or some commotion will happen between her and the middle child. And of course, in my mind, it's the oldest always. The oldest is picking on the younger, something bad's happening, and I walk in there and I'll go to get on to her or something, and she'll be like, no, but I did it because yada, yada, yada. Bree did such and such, and I will realize that I am jumping on the wrong kid.
Yeah.
And one of the hardest things to do is to like pull her aside and be like, listen, Daddy was wrong.
Yeah.
And I am sorry. I never thought I'd be telling a 4-year-old I'm wrong.
Just wait till they're teenagers and you have to come back and you're like, look, man to man, I overreacted.
Yeah.
That's on me. I apologize. Daddy has a stupid mouth sometimes and Daddy pops off and, you just bash your head on the wall a little bit and swallow your pride. But that's important moments for your kids to see.
And that's the reason why I do it is because I want her to understand that it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like we're all wrong every once in a while. And I also want her to understand.
Occasionally mistaken, never wrong.
What was it I said the last time? Like, it's your right to have that opinion.
That's right.
But also I want her to understand that hopefully she understands that if I'm willing to say that I am wrong to you, I want you to be willing to come to me when you make a mistake instead of...
Yeah. Be like, Dad, I messed up.
Yeah, instead of like worrying about it.
Right. Like that was one of my biggest fears becoming a dad is I want my kids to be able to come to me like when something's wrong. Mm-hmm. But side tangent on accountability.
Back to everybody else's kids now.
Well, I have this one little side story involving your wife, Katie.
Oh, great.
And when we came back to this church, it brought all these memories back. And I told Jesse about it, and I was like, every time I see Katie, I feel so bad. 5th grade, dodgeball. Katie's already out. She's walking across the back of the basketball court, right? I'm on the other team. You see where this is going, right? She's wearing glasses.
She did
Makes
wear
it
glasses,
that much
yes.
worse, right? I played baseball. I can throw a ball. I used to pitch. I figured out that I could put backspin on a dodgeball and I can take people's heads off. And this is back before the generations were soft and headshots were encouraged.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so Katie, it was me. I'm sorry. But
You never fessed up to it?
I don't remember. But she was not the target. She was not the target. I threw a heater at this kid, and he just goes,
Shoot.
And Ninja Turtle ducks it, right? Ninja Turtle ducks it, and she takes it in the left side of her face. Wham! And every time I look at her, I'm like, I feel so bad about the dodgeball.
Oh my goodness.
Guards, take them away.
But Jesse's like, that's crazy that was a memory for you. And I was like, as a fifth grader, what age is that? I was like 10 years old. I was like, you know how much guilt I had on me? Like, I was so loaded down for the longest time because she was like, oh, my face, it hurts. But also, I think the glasses are bent, and I'm just like, shame. And I left the game. And
I'm done. Knowing Katie,
she'd probably hurt me.
well, knowing Katie and how competitive she was, I guarantee you, she was waiting for the next game to start.
So I had to disappear quick.
Knowing Katie,
She never knew. Now she does.
So, yeah.
she's gonna come after you now.
Just wait, and you have a dodgeball upside your head.
I'll go pick up Rebby from Kids Ministries and be like, so Red 40 messes with her, huh? I'm like, oh no, what'd you do?
The truth comes out Friday Night Live.
Friday
2 weeks
Night
later.
20 years later.
Wham! He's just knocked right at the side of the head.
I don't know. But that whole conversation, it made me think about it. And I'm just sitting here and be like, I'm going to finally say something. I'm going to, not to Katie. Not to.
She may not make it to this point of the podcast, so you may be safe.
Hey, all right. She's like, yeah, no, they're idiots.
I don't know whether to be happy that she may not make it to this point or sad that she might not make it to this point.
She will make it to this point, and then I'll be in trouble.
You didn't tell me that. All right. Back to serious time. What are the biggest strengths, in your opinion, of the current school district?
Again, the teachers. Yeah, I mean, and the administration that we have now is doing good things, right? So you look at even the state, right? So House Bill 2 was passed, and it injected $8.5 billion into public schools.
Yes.
And so it's raised the student allotment in record fashion, really. Like, it's gone up so much. So the teachers got a raise because of the student allotment. And so the district currently is going away from non-effective methods. Like and a lot of districts do this. They go on hiring retreats. They go to different states and they try to hire teachers.
Almost like job fairs.
Correct. And so they did the research, they crunched the numbers, and realizing the ROI on that was minuscule. So now instead of that, the district is turning more to a grow your own method. And there's a teacher incentive allotment. That if a
You
teacher
gotta give them incentive to want
That's
to do it.
Correct.
It's a hard job.
Yeah. So if a teacher brings another teacher that they know, they get an incentive for doing that, and it's more than likely going to be somebody local, right? So if you we went through a lot of that in my profession. We were hiring people from out of state. They would come to Texas and they'd work for a couple of years. You can't blame them. They want to go back home.
Yeah, they're like, everything's flat and the traffic sucks.
Everybody goes 37 and a 65.
What is this?
Reason why Brian was late getting here.
No, but that's
I got here before you, sir.
Hush.
But that's like the administration and the teachers, they're so good. And if I know there's a lot, but if you have a job that you get paid a bunch of money, but you hate it,
It ain't worth going.
it's gonna suck.
I told that.
Been there, done that. Mm-hmm. It was in the oil field, not worth it, guys.
There was a kid who I work with who was like, yeah, you probably get paid pretty good. And I said, yeah, but you wouldn't like my job. He goes, I don't care if I get paid enough. I'll do any job. I was like, no, you won't.
You think that now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can only swallow so much.
Yeah.
You can only be away from your family for so much.
Exactly.
But making the teachers happy, right? Giving the teachers the tools they need to be successful in teaching our children. And that's the thing. Like, I'll even say their names. So Candace Sarles and Brandy Murphy. Sorry, I hit the table. Candace Sarles and Brandy Murphy, they were my 11-year-old son's, I believe, second grade teachers. And they were tag teachers. And they have been with community for many, many years. And so there's nothing saying that a first-year teacher can't make a difference in a kid's life, because they absolutely can.
Yeah.
But
Those are formative years.
correct. But those teachers, and we can all think of one that was a teacher in a district for decades, right? And those teachers made such a big difference, because when they see my son, they saw him in second grade, and when he was walking the halls in third grade, and when he was walking the halls in fourth grade, and when he would go to a PTO meeting or a school event, they see him now, right? So it's those long-lasting relationships that truly make a difference in the kids' lives, and that's the focus on teacher retention, right? Me, I may not be able to say this, but whatever those teachers want, man, I want to give it to them, because I want them to stay
There's
here.
something to be said about that. Sticking around longer get you assimilate into the community more, and you get more vested into the community.
Well,
so
not
it
even-
means more to you.
And it's
so.
not even just that. Kids, especially when they get in the middle school and high school ages, they're not dumb. If you see teachers coming and going and coming and going, and you're not seeing the same faces, eventually a kid is going to start thinking, I don't need to respect these teachers, because this one's just going to leave next year. I'm going to get a new one anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
Well-
if you have them and they stay,
That's it.
yeah.
So, for example, I can name 3 teachers right now, and I don't think either one of you would disagree. Miss Athey,
Yeah.
Mr. Eaton,
Yes. He already came to my mind.
yeah, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, Mr.
Yes.
I want my kids to be able to do that, to be able to, like, I can keep going. Like Miss Dobbs, 5th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, she opened my eyes to JFK. I think when we were in 5th grade, she was probably 71.
Was it
Amazing teacher.
was it Coach Smith in 7th grade?
Yeah, all through high school too.
No, not that Coach Smith. The one who was in the accident, the bus accident.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
That
who you're
Coach
talking
Smith, the blonde-headed guy.
about. No, that was Coach Highlander.
Oh,
Not Coach
Howard.
Howard. Anyways,
He had dark hair. Yeah.
This other Coach Smith in 7th grade, he was the first person who ever explained what the crucifixion was and what Jesus went through, and he did it at Easter, or the week of Easter, in school time.
Amen.
It was friggin' awesome. I loved it.
I'll blow your mind right now. Coach Book out.
Coach Bookett, yes.
He's the athletic director at Roy City.
Yeah.
What?
He's still doing it. Like he's one of the lifelongers, man, and made a huge impact on my life.
Well, he needs to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. You hear that? Yeah, you're not Coach Book out anymore. And I don't want to say your full name.
Coach Sellout.
Whoa, sell out. Whoa. Yeah, you went to Roy City.
I don't know you. I'm sorry. I'm not from here. So.
I'm from Parish.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we can get teachers to grow relationships that don't last months, that last years,
Yes.
that's going to make a difference. And I'll say it again. There is nothing saying a first-year teacher cannot make such a large difference for our kids' lives. My youngest son wanted to go back to first grade to be in Miss Fernandez's class. I said, buddy, but what are you going to do? Oh, God, I'll break my arm.
Just you're going to break his arm.
Buddy, that's not grounds to be held back.
You're going to have a broken arm in second grade. Like, because those are the teachers that, man, oh man, we just need to anchor them here. I want to keep them all, you
Yeah.
know. You can't break your
That's
arm.
like I can remember now. When we were in high school, I can remember we had a lot of teachers come and go and come and go.
Yeah, but the ones that stayed and made a huge difference.
Yeah,
Those
the ones that did
those
stay
the ones
made a
that
huge
impact the
difference.
most. Like as a freshman, Miss Athey was a harsh teacher to get used to, but then I realized, no, she's just holding me to a standard that she knows I'm capable of.
That's right.
And once I actually put in the effort, like you were rewarded. It was like she brought you in all this new information, and you're like, man, I didn't know half this stuff was out here. Mm-hmm. You know, it was. She was one of my favorite teachers ever.
Teachers that know if you're applying yourself or not.
And hold you accountable.
I had her, so I didn't take any AP classes. So I had her for geography, like senior year, maybe junior year. And I was leaving the class at the end of the period one time, and she stopped me, and she just goes, "Why haven't you been taking AP classes?" And I was like, "What do you mean? I don't want to." And she's like, "I am disappointed in you."
Yeah.
What do you mean you're disappointed in me? Lady, you don't know me. But she was...
She knows you better than you thought.
Yeah, she was like, she goes, "You're smart enough to take AP classes. You should be." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am," and left. But I'd rather not do that.
Right. But
again, my brain
she's
ain't that
pushing
big.
you to be the best version of you. Like,
Yeah.
those are the kind of teachers
Great
we
teachers.
need.
Yep.
Those are the kind of teachers that need to hang around. Like, turnover rates can be high.
Yep.
When I was in elementary school, we had I don't know, in Louisiana they call them gifted and talented. It was like
GT.
the AP, yeah. So that's what they call
I
them.
think
here,
it was
GT.
AP in high school and middle school. In our
GT.
elementary school, it was GT.
And so I was like third or fourth grade or something. I was supposed to go into those, but I like pitched a fit because I didn't want to go because I didn't think they got recess.
I can see you pitching a fit about that.
Yeah.
That's my kids when I told them, I said, "Hey, I think I'm gonna run for the school board because it's a family thing. It ain't just me.
No.
It's my wife. It's
Yeah.
my sons. It's all of us, you know." And so I told them, I said, "I think I'm gonna run for the school board. I think I want to try." And their first words, my oldest son, my middle son said, "Can you make recess longer?" I'm like, "Okay." And then my middle son, without missing a beat, said, "I want Frito pies every day."
I remember you telling me that.
That's funny.
Like, I don't know. I don't think we have.
Son, I don't think I can make that happen.
This is not a question I wrote down, but lunchrooms. For or against the Crispitos?
Wait, what?
I said for or against Crispitos?
What are Crispitos? You talking about like the little...
It's chicken and cheese or chicken and chili, and it's rolled up in a tortilla, and it looks fried, but it's baked because
So it's like a tornado from like QT or something.
So you're talking about like taquitos or
yeah,
the same thing?
it's a lot like a
T-
taquito.
sorry, tornadoes are what you get on
But
military
man, they're
bases.
crunchy and they're good. And they're everybody's favorite lunch because the government killed the good boat pizza years ago.
Wait, they don't have square pizza anymore or rectangular pizza anymore?
Not at our school.
What?
No, sad day.
What am I supposed to dunk into ranch?
You don't get ranch.
What?
Gives it its flavor.
Well, exactly.
You don't get ranch unless they can make it within very strict guidelines.
I wish I'd have been here before I made my campaign size because at signs I could say Dowdy 4 place 4 taquitos.
4 taquitos.
Crispitos.
4 place 4 taquitos. Yeah. Crispito?
Crispitos.
Just think of crispy doughs, but say it real fast. Crispitos.
Crispitos. Taquitos. Crispitos.
Tostitos.
Where did that question come from?
I don't know. The smooth part back
That
here.
rabbit is gone.
The rabbit's gone. He took off.
Okay, so we talk about retaining teachers. As someone who's not a teacher but at a district, how do you feel about support staff?
They're just as important,
Okay.
right? I mean, because they too can make a difference, right? I love, I guess, watching some of those videos of like janitors and they're the custodial staff, I should say, and they make a connection too.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Like it's the
Dude, they're around the kids more than some of the.
yeah, Josh, as you were saying earlier, the consistency
Yeah.
of a person. It doesn't have to necessarily be a teacher.
Was
but-
it Danny?
Yeah.
You remember Danny?
Remember Danny?
He was my bus driver too.
Yeah. He was a cool dude.
Good artist. Great guy. You remember Danny, don't you?
I believe so. Yeah. I can't remember my bus driver's name. She was an old lady and she drove fast.
She drove so fast. Dude, this is back in the day. Our bus, my house was right on Highway 6.
Yeah.
And our bus would pull into like the county line road and then back out onto Highway 6. So if you're new to the area, the traffic used to be so light, a bus could stop, yell at the children, and then back out into the highway without any danger.
I rode the bus with your wife.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
okay.
Yes, I did. And I guess that would be your brother-in-law. He would dye his hair in the back of the bus.
Really?
Yes, he would.
That's hilarious.
There was one day he brought, what is it? Alcohol, rubbing alcohol?
Yeah,
And he was-
peroxide.
Yes, he was dyeing the tips of his hair in the back of the bus. I'm like, I don't know if we can do this.
Are we all going to get in trouble? Are those drugs? Frosted tips were a thing. Don't judge us. Don't judge us. Before that, it was just the high fade and the Drew Carey just bleach blonde on top. Yeah, I did it.
Yes.
That was
your
that
hair
guy.
your hair was blonde the first time we met.
Yeah, my mom did it to me. Decisions were made that were not my own. She's like, "This would be cool. Let's dye your hair."
Let's try it.
And I'm like, "You're gonna make me like you." And she's like, "Blonde." I'm like, "Yeah, dumb." No, I'm just kidding. Wow. Blonde joke. It's just a blonde joke.
I think we should get back on track.
Support staff are very important as well.
Yeah. I mean, you have maintenance, custodians, IT.
Throw your job in there.
Heck yeah. I get fight for my people. These are my people out here, like in the trenches. Like, okay, so you talk about the money that was added to the budget. I have a bone to pick with the state, and that's unfunded mandates. And that's where, as a board member and school superintendents struggle. Is that there's unfunded mandates that come out, and they're just like, you have to comply with this, and we're not giving you any money to do it.
What?
Oh man,
Sorry if I just don't know.
Well, let's say they make a rule for like the cell phones and things like this. Your whole network has to change. Your whole network has to change. Kids can no longer just
Get on Wi-Fi.
get on Wi-Fi, do all these things, but you still have to have availability for parents and stuff when they come up there.
They also still have to have Wi-Fi for their Chromebooks and stuff.
Yeah.
So then they need to know what the password is to be able to get
No,
into
they
it.
don't. We're smarter than that.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Like, I see what you're saying. Like, your network needs to change.
Well, let's take the cell phone rule, for example. So they're like, okay, so we're going to take away all cell phones, and you are now responsible for these cell phones. You have to find a way to keep not just cell phones, all messaging devices, watches, anything that can send or receive information is no longer allowed in a school district during school hours. You have to police this, you have to bag it, you have to do all these things, and we're not going to give you any extra money to do that. You have to come up with it. And so that's why most schools are doing the rule of if you see it, we take it.
Yeah.
Or if we see it, we take it. As soon as you walk in the door, there are no phones, unless it is your school device, it's not allowed.
I mean, they could just pay me to walk around and take kids' phones.
There is some mandates that they put out, and I don't believe they give you funding, but you have to go and you have to do the research for it and see what it's going to cost, because by 2029, all school buses have to have seatbelts.
What?
Really?
Yes, and it is a good amount to retrofit school buses.
Yeah.
It's one of those, hey, figure it out kind of deals.
Well, 'cause
and you're just like, okay, so the money I was going to spend on 3 or 4 more buses because of the population influx, I now have to come up with additional money to outfit all the old buses too. And so your budget just doubles and triples, and you're like, oh man, what are we going to do?
I think there's different ways you can try to approach that, which we have to retrofit. Community ISD does have to retrofit some. We're in good shape compared to others, but I would hope there could be a speedier process, because by 2029, right? If we have to replace a bus in 2030, it makes no sense to retrofit that bus.
Yeah.
For us to have it for a year and then be gone. I hope there would be some sort of idea there that we could expedite the purchasing of a bus, so we didn't have to do that, because it's expensive. It's expensive.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Regular vehicles are expensive.
But you ain't lying.
And people are like, well, I mean, they got to buy a bus. They got to buy a bus. Okay, but when you build a new building, you got to put more support staff there too, and they're going to need all the equipment. They're going to need, if you have 500 new kids, that's 500 new Chromebooks at $500 a pop. Like, that money has to come from somewhere, and boy, it's made it super expensive.
Well, not only that, there's people, like, a lot of people think that, oh, so let's say the population of your school, enrolled students, maybe goes up by 15%. Okay, well, you only need 15% more of your budget. No. The compounding effects of like a 15% growth in any thing like that,
It's huge.
it's not just a 15% more money you got to have. It's a lot more money, because now you've gotten to a different size where, okay, well, now we have to have X, Y, and Z and all this stuff. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, you add more people, you add more everything. Air
Yeah.
conditioners all the way down to floor cleaner.
This got me thinking. I don't know why, but the very first school bus I rode on out here, it was a GMC, and I'm telling you, it had to have been from the 70s.
It probably still runs.
5 on the floor.
So it was a 5-speed. The bus driver's name was George, and he had very colorful language.
The good old days.
The good old days.
The good old days, back when you could kick kids off the bus and make them walk home 3 miles from it.
Have that slide window where you could spit your chaw.
Dude, the worst thing about it was riding in a school bus on a dirt road, and you're outrunning all of the dirt you're throwing up, and then you stop,
It catches over.
and it all just comes in the window, and you're just
Close the windows.
yes.
Okay. I have another question for you. This is kind of maybe we've touched on it a little bit, but you noted that board decisions are made for the greater good, right? So even if only a few see the benefit, can you give an example of a time where you had to support a decision that was maybe unpopular with some, but necessary for the district at large?
I would say that's a great question, but I would remind you, I am not on the board. Gotcha.
Okay,
No.
so maybe not within the school district, maybe in church community.
Yeah. You're saying
Like-
making a decision.
That not everybody's going to love, but in the end all be all, it's better for what we're trying to build.
Yes, that's the where you have to look at things through different lenses, right? I think I want to take it down that path. So
Yeah.
as a parent of a child, you are looking singularly at your child, right? And the
Right.
teacher is looking at 30.
Yeah.
Principal is looking at 700, and the board is looking at 5,700. So when decisions are made by the board, it is for the student body as a whole. Now, and is your child going to see the direct benefits of that decision? They might or they might not. So that's like, if people are upset with decisions that are made by the board and the superintendent, they have to realize that, right? So because as a parent, you're focused on your kid. I can't believe they made the decision because my kid ain't gonna see it, right? And to go back on,
What's the point of this?
that's right, Mr. Bean, right? FFA, they're building a new FFA building, and it is the Bob Bean facility.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
He was
fancy.
there whenever they cut the ribbon.
That's so cool.
So that's over $1 million, I believe. That's over
yeah.
$1 million.
Man, I want to go look at
you
it
know,
now.
and like the FFA community is just as important as the football community. We have
Thank you.
You know, they really are. Like, they are. And I'm so thankful for them, and I'm thankful for everybody that's putting into this. But we have to realize that was a lot of money spent. Probably took too long to spend it. you know.
Yeah.
But
the back burner for a while.
I know, but they're just I can't wait to, even if I don't make the board or whatever, when those kids get to walk into that Bob Bean agricultural facility and their eyes light up, that's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
Knowing that when we grit our teeth and punch the couch after we pay our taxes, that's where it went.
You don't kick the dog like Josh does?
No, not
Yeah, so your point in that
too much.
is that, not every kid at that school will
See the benefit.
see
of
the
every-
benefit of that, but it's better for the school overall, right?
Correct.
For the kids overall.
So, and that's another thing you could talk about. So there was a big uproar when Community ISD decided to put turf on the football field. It was expensive.
Oh,
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
expensive. But the turf field came, and with the turf field came a soccer team,
Yeah.
and they're killing it. I mean, and they are killing it. We have gone and watched them in Allen and the playoffs in a big old stadium. It was freezing, but it just little things like that.
Allen Stadium is ridiculous.
Yeah. But FFA, so if we've got a new building out there, it may pique
Attract new
kids'
people,
interest. Right. Yeah.
Well, that's like, I remember when we were in high school and we got the new ag barn, and it
It was cool.
was awesome. And we'd go there during ag class and stuff like that, help out with things. But it made it to where once we got that ag barn, there were so many more kids that were able to get into FFA
Yeah.
because the only thing stopping them is they didn't have anywhere to put their deckgum animal.
I did sports stuff, but I went to the counselor when I was a senior year, and she's like, "Hey, did you know on your schedule you have another ag class?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You don't need any more electives there," and I'm like, "Okay, but I like it. That's like I like the teachers, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Bean." I was like, "That's where I want to be. Like that's where I want to spend my time." And she's like, "But you could do your elective in something else." I'm like, "But I don't want to." She goes, "No, you don't understand. This is your 11th ag class in 3 years." And she's like, "You're a senior now. Like you could leave school early." I'm like, "Or I could stay and do that class and then leave." And that's what I did. Like as a senior, I had enough credits so you could leave at like 11 or 12. Now I stayed till like noon just for that one last ag class. And
because you
then,
liked it.
yeah.
See, I
was so much
went
fun.
I just went to the class anyways without even being enrolled in it. It's like, what are we doing? We're sticking pieces of metal together. Let's go.
Yeah.
And getting those kids, like I bet there's quite a few kids that if they think ag and they think showing an animal, you can show bunnies.
Dude, you can,
yeah.
we were welding barbecue pits.
You ain't lying.
Like
That was fun,
There was some
too.
cool ones, like you remember the trike one?
Yes,
Yeah.
That
I
thing
do.
was sick, man.
Yes.
It was so cool.
That was cool.
And then there was another one. I think that one won first in its competition. And then there was another one. It was like a full 16-foot trailer.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember picking the thing, using the chain fall to get it off the ground and put it on there.
Yeah, it was so cool. And as a kid who I'm very mechanically brained. Like I like to work with my hands, and it gave me somewhere to go do that.
Absolutely.
So
Well, we used to do all kinds of crazy stuff in ag.
yeah, like I build stuff at home, go to ag, throw a welding rod into the roof
Yeah.
and get the tension,
Or have
because they would that old like foam,
Yes.
it would stick.
Or have Mr. Bean throw a welding rod
You would-
at you.
you would hear that door slam, and you turn around, he's just standing there staring at you, and you're like,
Whoops.
"Wasn't me," and he's like, "You're lucky they took my BB gun away."
Oh, I remember when, I don't remember who it was, but somebody thought they were going to do him a favor by rinsing out his coffee pot.
Yeah,
It
no.
was still hot, and they went and rinsed it out with cold water.
Shattered it.
Well, he was
He was mad for weeks.
so mad.
That thing was seasoned.
Well, and that's that's back to diversity. Back to diversity. I am not afraid to say it. I have 0 seconds of college.
Okay.
And so when I was 19, I went straight into the workforce.
Yeah.
I did. And just knowing that you can be successful in life and not have to go to college.
Yeah.
Right. And that's so the community with their CTE program, they've got you can cut hair, the mechanics, all that stuff. That's another avenue for our kids that they need, and that not only need, they deserve, right? They deserve to have that.
There's a kid in youth. He comes in every Wednesday, and he's in the automotive program. And he talks about it all the time, and like everything. I'm like, "How'd your week go?" He's like, "Oh man, I got to work on this dude's truck," and he tells me all about it. And he's like, "What do you think the gas mileage is on that?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know." He's like, "I'm going to get me something like that one." You know, he's like, he's working on all these cars. He's super invested. And like, it's a hobby of his. Like, he's the car-minded kid, and he comes in and he's on fire for it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see that it's coming from the school district. He's not trying to struggle in his driveway, or he's looking at magazines and dreaming. Like, he's actually getting to partake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's another kid that wants to cut hair, and he's good at it. He's working at it. Like, I already told him, I was like, if my hair was, not as thin, you could cut it. But I'm not quite skippity pap level, but
I knew it.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke and ask you when we were talking about dyeing hair and stuff earlier if you had hair back then to dye or not. Sorry.
That's
Thanks
why he
for
was
letting me
looking.
We can cut that part out, huh?
Yeah, that's why he was looking at the back of the bus, going, "You shouldn't be doing
I just
that."
realized that I don't remember what you looked like with hair now.
Kind of like this with hair, though.
He had a buzz cut all through high school.
I
right?
see, he did. I forgot.
So when my hair started getting higher and higher, it's like, them dang hats I'm wearing is doing it. You know what I mean?
No, that brand pulls my hair, and I'm not buying it no more.
Blaming it on that hat.
So I heard somebody told me one time, if you wear hats all the time, you'll learn to lose hair. It's like, well, I guess mine hasn't gotten the message. All I do is
Yeah,
wear
my
hats.
dad used to tell me that.
Don't
Actually,
stop growing.
Yeah, there's a guy I work with. I'm like, "Hey, that hat's you realize it's see through in the back, right?" And he goes, "Yes." I'm like, "It's real shiny." And he goes, "Leave me alone." You got to skippity pap every bald man. Just give him a little pat, pat.
Cue the bears.
Cue the Bears.
we talked about Christianity a little bit at the beginning, right? So this is a political office. How can Christians engage in political disagreement without losing their witness?
So I think that goes back to knowing that we all are in the image, right? So if with me not losing my convictions, we have to understand that it's just like anything. Like, right, I can invite somebody to church 1,000 times, and they may not take it. It's gonna take God softening their heart to get them here. So, like, without losing it, I can just be a pester, I guess,
Yeah.
But just, I hope that they can see me in my actions and feel like I want to be like that, right? So not so much be like me, but the way we treat people. Like, I hope I would do that. And the other hope is for me to be there and to be a glowing enough Christian that they know I'm a Christian, right? There's a deacon or an elder in our church, and he had a little story about he's a college professor, and he had this student for a year, 2 years, and he mentioned something about church, and he goes, "Oh, you're a Christian." And he said, "That hurt." He said, "That hurt because I thought I was forward enough with my Christianity that they would know." And that's something I got to work on, right? I feel like something that we could all work on, right?
Yeah.
Just to take that moment, say, hey guys, do you mind if I pray? You know, do you mind? Can I pray us out? You know, something like, it's just like boldness.
Well, that's what it means to be the salt.
Yeah, there you go. What do you say? The salt without flavor is
It's thrown out.
yeah.
It's thrown on. It's
yeah.
trampled on by animals.
Yeah.
But the thing is the reason, like I'm sure y'all all heard it. The point of the salt analogy is that salt back then was used to stop rot and decay. That was the whole point of it. If you had salt, you could keep food for longer, and that's why Jesus is saying you're the salt of the world. Like your job is to stop decay by being a Christ follower, and that's if you're supposed to be the city on a hill, so everybody can see that you're a Christian. So that way, you will be the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
If
And
that makes sense.
What happens when you're not salty anymore?
You get thrown on the ground and trampled on.
You die.
Oh yeah,
Like literally, physiologically, if your body's out of salt, you die.
what is it? It's called water toxicity. If you drink too much water too fast, the solubility of the saline and salt inside of your bloodstream is
You
too
dilute
low.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dilute it enough, and then
Dilute
your
yourself.
brain has uncontrollable swelling.
So the salt that is Jesus in the Word is what keeps us alive, and it keeps the world from decaying. Mm-hmm. So if we're going to go out and be salty, be salty.
Be salty.
And I
For
struggle with
once,
that.
It's okay to be called salty.
In this context, be salty.
Yes.
I struggled with that in my last job. I was like, that's where I made I was there for years, and I made my turn back to God while I was there. And I struggled with this idea of, man, these guys know me in this way, and this is not who I am anymore. How do I lead out in that? And it was in actions, it's in words, it's in everything. It's personality. Like if everything about you is from God, then it needs to be from God. And when I did start looking for another job, I prayed specifically for a job that would embolden me to do that. And well, he gifted me this one where I walk into my interview and there's Bible verses on the wall, and I was like, I can be myself here and work on my own boldness.
Yeah, these little Jesuses all over the place.
Every morning, you strap on the armor of light,
Yeah.
right, and move forward. That's right. And as I walk through the shadow of death, right, and you got to know, how does a shadow work? Shadow needs light to be present. So whatever you're going through, if you're in the shadows, keep going because there's light. Jesus is always there.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right.
That's right. Shout out.
Shout out, Riley. Anyways, we got any more questions? We want to ask them?
Are we going to start wrapping up here? We did. I did.
This is a good one. We can go ahead and ask them.
Give
this
it to
one.
me.
If elected, what would success look like after your first term?
Longer recess and Frito pies every day.
Frito pie right
That would
now.
be success for your children.
It's like, yeah, my dad's on the board.
Frito pies.
Your kid's like, yeah, you see that Frito pie? It's because of my dad.
It's me.
I got the hookup.
You're welcome.
Just tell me what you want on the menu.
Without beans.
Without me.
Yeah, yes.
So
No
I
beans,
think-
please.
I think success would look like for me just that I don't fall flat on my face, right? That I am constantly fighting the enemy that's telling me I'm not good enough, that I won't make a difference, that I can't do this, right? And that's the This Is War series that we're going through, and man, it's such a timely series. For sure, it's
funny how that works,
That's the way
right?
it works.
Funny how that
Funny how
works.
But just me just making a difference, and I can't wait for the opportunity because I don't feel like me growing up, I had a lot of people that believed in me. I know my mom did, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I had a whole lot of people believing in me. And I'm trying. I feel like God put this on my heart for a reason, and I like I said, I want to try to answer it to the best of my abilities, to the knowledge that God gives me in my brain every second of every day. And I'll seize the day, hopefully, that I want to try to make a difference, and success looking to me would be the kids know who I am, because that's a big thing for me, because I feel like a lot of the kids in the district have no idea what the board is, what the board does. My kids probably still don't even know, but if I can...
No, but if that one guy's there cheering them on all the time.
Exactly.
What if they, like, I was one of those kids where I didn't always have a parent in the stands. Makes a difference. Makes a difference when somebody yells your name and it's like, hey, you're doing great.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
I feel like I keep kicking myself to say, like, I don't have to be a board member to do these things, right? I should have been doing them.
Right.
I should have been doing them. I should have been rooting on the volleyball, rooting on the softball, baseball, soccer, all of it, football, all of it. I should have been doing better. But just like, as we all know, our insides are like an episode of Fixer Upper. We're constantly getting broke down.
I'm going to knock that wall out right there.
That's it. Knock it off.
Not load bearing, get rid of it.
But that's the transformation and the sanctification of us as followers in Christ, right? So I hope I'm not getting too far off topic, but I feel so excited. Like, I don't know if I said, but I find myself awake at night praying for the opportunity to be able to do it. And if I can, hey, let's make heaven crowded. Right?
Come on.
Come
on.
Yes.
That's it. Like, we got to, and I don't know, maybe stop Wednesday night practices at school.
Man.
Get them in church.
Like, back in the day, practice would end at like 4:45, right?
Practice ended for plenty of time for me to get to church on Wednesday.
4:45, 5 o'clock, 5:30. You're
fact,
there. You're ready to go.
I wasn't even going.
That's a big one.
Going to church directly after practice. I had enough time to go home and then go to church.
Right. Like, it makes a big difference. Like, we got kids now that they're like, it's such and such season. I'll see you in 4 months. And you can see they're really torn up about it. And it's really disheartening for them.
Yeah. Lose some ground when you get them back a little bit.
Yes, if they come back.
Yeah, I know.
Just real quick, I just want to tell you, we believe in you, brother.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We believe in you.
It just
sounds like you've got some deep convictions there.
Yeah.
The Lord's convicted you, so yeah, we believe in you. We'll know you follow your heart and
having the kids realize
follow the Lord.
That their eternal salvation is not on the basketball field. It's a court. It's not on the football field. It's not on the baseball field. It's in Jesus.
Right.
It's in Jesus.
Well, as long as you go into it, we already know you are, and that you will. But going into it, just being obedient, like you already are.
Leadership propagates, right? Good leadership from the top transitions into better leadership below, which we see it in our kids. Even like, let's say the students are the lowest level of the school district. They're the top priority, but in the leadership pyramid, they're at the bottom. But good leadership rolls downhill, and when they pick up these habits, you see them step out on the court, on the field, in the barn, and they become leaders themselves. And once they leave school and they go out into the world, they have a much more comprehensive education that allows them to step out in confidence and in boldness and to go after the things that they love and then they're really passionate about.
Yeah.
Well, not just that. I guarantee if you see teachers, if they see that there's the board is being overtly Christian, a lot of the teachers who are also overtly Christian will probably be more willing to show out more. I guess you
bold.
could say. Yeah, be bold.
Add boldness.
Be bold and obedient.
So we end it there and say, go be bold. Be bold.
Be bold and obedient.
Show up for your kids. Show up for your district. Show up for your community. Show up for the mission. The mission's worldwide.
Can I say a closing statement?
Yeah.
So I just want everybody to know when they vote, vote with your heart. Vote with your heart. And whatever name says on that ballot, just be true to yourself and know that me as an individual, I know that if I get on the board, and I want the voters to know that I'm not only running for my voice, I'm running for yours. I'm running for your voice. I want your voice to be heard.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
and just do your research and do it in love. Do it in love.
On top of that, I'll just say vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
April 20th.
known him forever. He's a dependable guy. And now that you're an adult, you're an even better guy.
I'm Devin
Still
Dowdy,
bald.
and I approve this message.
Ooh, I snuck the still bald in there, and he said he reproved it. Where's one more thing we got to do?
What?
Designated prayer guys.
Okay. Well,
The aggressive prayer guy.
the aggressive designated prayer guy. All right. Well, let's pray then. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for bringing us four together tonight to sit and get to know more about Devin, get to know more about our school districts, Lord, and just get to pick each other's brains, Lord. I pray, God, that whatever you use Devin for, you use him mightily, Lord. And in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
And we'll catch y'all back for episode 9.
Yeah.